Let me prove, and if I don't, then come have that conversation. But please don't do it over weekend.
2 weeks after his firing, the Douglas County School Board is quickly searching for now former Superintendent Corey Wise's replacement. But in the meantime, a letter from the law firm Wise hired makes it clear a lawsuit is possible. The letter came with a records request. Everything from emails, texts, and calls where conservative majority school board directors talked about Wise, discussing his job performance, the alleged ultimatum given to Wise to resign or be fired, and much more.
So it would be one suit with a multitude of claims.
9 News legal expert Whitney Traylor says the letter also asks the district to preserve evidence.
And if you do destroy documents, then we will ask the court to sanction you if things move forward.
He says it's hard to know which way a potential lawsuit would go at such an early stage, but generally speaking, a settlement isn't out of the question.
So I've seen cases settle after an initial letter like this, not just because they were scared or it was an intimidating letter, because this wasn't. They weren't beating on the table. When they actually start writing a demand letter, that's when they'll say, here's all the evidence, here's how we think we're going to prove the case, here's your exposure. To avoid all the litigation, here's a settlement offer we're making.
If the end result were a settlement, he says it's not just the monetary hit that the district would have to worry about.
And in this day and age where everything goes viral, everything's public, and everybody is dug in and completely dogmatic, these are things that people want to avoid.
And again, this is still very early on in the process and a lengthy one at that. Traylor believes that if a lawsuit were to be filed, it could happen within a time frame of around at least 6 months. Kyle, in that letter, there's a request for all records, emails, or other online contact received or sent by any of the school board directors regarding Erin Kane. Her name has been floated as a desired candidate for Wise's job. The records are requested between October of last year up to February 17th, this year, just yesterday.
Trying to figure out if the conservative school board majority had picked out the superintendent's replacement before firing him.
Right, and Traylor says that if that were to be the case, that it could be used as circumstantial evidence. We'll have to see how this goes down the line.
Luis De Leon, thank you. So something else that 9 News legal expert Whitney Traylor said about this situation is that former Superintendent Wise may have grounds for a defamation case against Douglas School Board because the board president suggested publicly that Wise had committed a fireable offense. Here's what board president Mike Peterson told former district attorney George Brockler on his radio show.
If we wanted to just do a change, we could have done that in December. We could have come in, removed the superintendent for cause and installed somebody else, but that was not a plan, and that's not what we did.
Peterson did not say what the supposed fireable offense was, and Brockler didn't ask him about it. Following the superintendent's firing, Peterson had made the rounds of various conservative media outlets, appearing on local talk radio shows and on Fox News Channel to defend his decision. Peterson has declined multiple interview requests from 9 News.